SHRM-CP, SHRM-SCP, Terms, Concepts and Questions Answers. By Human Resource Prep.
Have you subscribed to this channel? Please do. Would you like to see more videos like this for free? Then please subscribe and click on the like button. What is cultural determinism? It is the belief that the culture in which we are raised determines who we are at emotional and behavioral levels. What is cultural relativism? It is the principle that an individual human's beliefs and activities should be understood by others in terms of that individual's own culture. What is a safe harbor provision? A safe harbor provision prevents an employer from losing the FLSA overtime exemption for improper pay deductions if the employer has a clearly communicated policy and makes a good faith effort to comply in the future. In what type of undesirable engagement do employees appear engaged, for example, by working longer hours but do not actually feel or think in an engaged way? Transactional engagement. It can be seen as undesirable because it is associated with negative well-being outcomes. Cultural determinism in pictures.
What task must be accomplished before identifying and analyzing risks? Understanding the organization's risk appetite. Identifying and analyzing risks is most effectively performed after risk managers understand the risk appetite and tolerance of the organization. What are the BRICS countries? Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa. What is the value of diversity? Broader perspectives which lead to increased innovation. What is risk position and risk appetite? Risk position refers to desired gain or loss, risk appetite refers to amount of uncertainty organization is willing to pursue for goals. What is a risk matrix? A risk matrix is used during risk assessment to define the level of risk by considering the category of probability against the severity of the risk.
Cultural relativism and cultural ethnocentrism in pictures. What is the key strategic decision HR must help global organizations make? A. Which of the Perlmutter EPRG model should be implemented for organizational expansion? B. Considerations on push factors and pull factors to enter into new markets. C. Balance between global integration and local responsiveness. D. Determine how challenges of entering international businesses can solved by company structures. Have you subscribed to this channel? Please do. Would you like to see more videos like this for free? Then please subscribe and click on the like button.
The answer is C. The key strategic decision HR must help global organizations make is to find a balance between global integration, which leads to standardization and consistency, and local responsiveness, which leads to flexibility and adaptability.
Edgar Schein divides an organization's culture into three distinct levels: artifacts, values, and assumptions. Artifacts, these are the visible, overt, obvious symbols of the culture but are hard to decipher. It includes dress codes, heroes and symbols, posters on the wall, and even volume of speech. Values, these are the espoused values, often called core values and found on company websites. Espoused values are the company's declared set of values and norms. Values affect how members interact and represent the organization. Underlying assumptions, these are the unconscious perceptions, thoughts, beliefs and behaviors so deeply embedded that they can sometimes go unnoticed but are the basis of day-to-day decisions within an organization. These are underlying assumptions that are the ultimate source of values and actions. Assumptions are the bedrock of organizational culture. Which of the following underlie values and are often unconscious to people in organizations because they don't question them? A. Artifacts. B. Creations. C. Espoused values. D. Assumptions. Have you subscribed to this channel? Please do. Would you like to see more videos like this for free? Then please subscribe and click on the like button. The answer is D. Assumptions underlie values and are often unconscious to people in organizations because they don't question them. Line units, business units that directly advances an organization in its core work. These are units that conduct the major business of an organization. Examples include production, sales, marketing, etc. Staff units, business units that support the organization with specialized advisory and support functions. These are units that assist line units by providing specialized services, such as human resources, accounting, public relations, etc. Functional organizational structure in which departments are defined by the services they contribute to the organization's overall mission, such as marketing, operations, IT, HR, etc.
Matrix structure, organizational structure that combines departmentalization by division and function to gain the benefits of both. It results in employees reporting to two managers. Chain of command, line of authority within an organization. Span of control, refers to the number of individuals who report to a supervisor. Knowledge management, process of creating, acquiring, sharing, and managing knowledge to augment individual and organizational performance.
What is a benchmark job? A job that has a standard and consistent set of responsibilities from one organization to another and for which data is available in valid and reliable salary surveys. How long does someone need to be employed at a company before they are eligible for FMLA leave? 12 months, does not have to be consecutive. COBRA states that a company must provide a defined amount of health benefits for its employees, if it employs at least how many employees? 20. What can an employer do when employees begin to unionize? Employers may explain fact-based problems with unionization to employees. The employer cannot threaten, interrogate, promise or spy, TIPS, on employees to prevent unionization. Risk areas that the human resource professionals are responsible for considering include workplace privacy, legal compliance, safety and health, and business continuity. What is the purpose of a human resources audit? To consider overall improvements that can be made within the HR function. Have you subscribed to this channel? Please do. Would you like to see more videos like this for free? Then please subscribe and click on the like button.
The Uniform Guidelines on Employee Selection Process, UGESP, requires that testing be focused on what? Reliability and validity. What is the purpose of establishing required qualities of reliability and validity? To avoid discrimination against protected classes. What are the four categories of organization development intervention, according to Cummings and Worley? Technostructural, human resource management, human process, and strategic. What is a risk equation? Probability of a disruption event, X loss, connected to the event occurrence.
In the workplace, the Myers-Briggs Type Indicator is primarily used for what? It is primarily used as a personality test. What does the ADDIE instructional design acronym stand for? Analysis, design, development, implementation, and evaluation. What is the key difference between a strategy and a tactic? A strategy is a larger, overall plan that can comprise several tactics, while tactics are smaller, focused, less impactful plans that are part of the overall plan. What is a risk scorecard? Assessments of risk regarding event probability, speed of onset, existing mitigation, and severity.
Companies with a strategy have as their aim to meet the needs and requirements of the local markets worldwide by customizing and tailoring their products and services extensively. A. International. B. Transnational. C. Globalized. D. Multi-domestic.
The answer is D. Companies with a multi-domestic strategy have as aim to meet the needs and requirements of the local markets worldwide by customizing and tailoring their products and services extensively. In addition, They have little pressure for global integration. Consequently, multi-domestic firms often have a very decentralized and loosely coupled structure where subsidiaries worldwide are operating relatively autonomously and independent from the headquarters.
What is HR's role regarding offshoring and outsourcing in a global company? Due diligence. What is it called when an organization is a hybrid of standardization and localization? Dilemma reconciliation. How do you start to create cultural synergy? Support managers with global mindset with practice and exposure. What is secondary risk? Actions taken to reduce one kind of risk increases another. What is residual risk? Uncertainty that exists when all risk management has been exhausted.
What are totalization agreements? Agreements that prevent double taxation. They eliminate dual social security taxation, the situation that occurs when a worker from one country works in another country and is required to pay social security taxes to both countries on the same earnings. What is the difference between diversity and inclusion? Diversity is about who is brought into the organization, inclusion is whether they feel welcome and valued and not just assimilated, where they have to cover. What are the 4 T's to influence managers regarding diversity and inclusion? Travel, teams, training, transfers. What is the difference between crisis management and business continuity? Crisis management secures employee health and safety while business continuity keeps critical business processes going.
Companies offer a standardized product worldwide, are highly centralized and subsidiaries are often very dependent on the headquarters. International. Transnational. Globalized. Multi-domestic. The answer is C. Global companies are the opposite of multi-domestic companies. They offer a standardized product worldwide and have the goal to maximize efficiencies in order to reduce costs as much as possible. Global companies are highly centralized and subsidiaries are often very dependent on the HQ. Their main role is to implement the parent company's decisions and to act as pipelines of products and strategies.
Have you subscribed to this channel? Please do. Would you like to see more videos like this for free? Then please subscribe and click on the like button. Formalization refers to the extent to which rules, policies, and procedures govern the behavior of employees in an organization. Front-back structure, organizational structure that divides an organization into front functions, which focus on customers or markets, and back functions, which develop and design products and services. Reduction in force, RIF, termination of employment of individual employees and groups of employees for reasons other than performance, for example, economic necessity or restructuring. Branding, a marketing function that identifies products and differentiates them from all other products.
Blended learning, a planned approach to learning that includes a combination of instructor-led training, self-directed study, and on-the-job training. It is the use of multiple training methods to achieve optimal learning. Six Sigma process, a quality-controlled data-driven methodology intended to improve business processes by greatly reducing the probability that an error or defect will occur. Dual career ladders, a career development plan that allows upward mobility for employees without requiring that they be placed into supervisory or managerial positions.
Companies often try to create economies of scale upstream in the value chain, and be more flexible and locally adaptive in downstream activities such as marketing and sales. A. International. B. Globalized. C. Multi-domestic. D. Transnational. The answer is D. The transnational company has characteristics of both the global and multi-domestic firm. Its aim is to maximize local responsiveness but also to gain benefits from global integration. Even though this seems impossible, it is actually perfectly doable when taking the whole value chain into considerations. Transnational companies often try to create economies of scale more upstream in the value chain and be more flexible and locally adaptive in downstream activities such as marketing and sales.
Service Level Agreement, SLA, part of a service contract where the service expectations are formally defined. Unfair labor practice, ULP. Unfair labor practice in U.S. labor law refers to certain actions taken by employers or unions that violate the National Labor Relations Act and other legislations. Such acts are investigated by the National Labor Relations Board. Database Management System, DBMS, variety of software applications that electronically manage stored data. Independent contractors, self-employed individuals hired on a contract basis for specialized services. Organizational development, process of enhancing the effectiveness and efficiency of an organization and the well-being of its members through planned interventions. Picketing, a form of protest in which people congregate outside a place of work or location where an event is taking place. Constructive discipline, form of corrective discipline that implements increasingly severe penalties for employees, also called progressive discipline. Enterprise Resource Planning, ERP, business management software, usually a suite of integrated applications that a company can use to collect, store, manage and interpret data from many business activities.
Have you subscribed to this channel? Please do. Would you like to see more videos like this for free? Then please subscribe and click on the like button. Strategy is often referred to as an exporting strategy. A. International. B. Globalized. C. Multi-domestic. D. Transnational. The answer is A. An international company has little need for local adaptation and global integration. The majority of the value chain activities will be maintained at the headquarters. This strategy is also often referred to as an exporting strategy. Products are produced in the company's home country and sent to customers all over the world. Subsidiaries, if any, are functioning in this case more like local channels through which the products are being sold to the end consumer.
Power Distance Index considers the extent to which inequality and power are tolerated. High power distance indicates that a culture accepts inequity and power differences, and shows higher respect for rank and authority. Low power distance index indicates that a culture that features decentralized decision-making responsibility, and participative style of management. Collectivism versus individualism considers the degree to which societies are in groups and their perceived obligations and dependence on the groups. Individualism focuses on attaining individual and personal goals. Collectivism focuses on the goals and well-being of the group, rather than the individual. Uncertainty Avoidance Index. The Uncertainty Avoidance Index considers the extent to which uncertainty and ambiguity are tolerated. A high Uncertainty Avoidance Index indicates a low tolerance for uncertainty, ambiguity, and risk-taking. A low Uncertainty Avoidance Index indicates a high tolerance for uncertainty, ambiguity, and risk-taking. Femininity versus masculinity. Masculinity comes with the following characteristics: distinct gender roles, assertive, and concentrated on material achievements. Femininity comes with fluid gender roles, modest, nurturing, and concerned with the quality of life. Short-term versus long-term orientation. Long-term orientation shows focus on the future and involves delaying short-term success or gratification in order to achieve long-term success. Short-term orientation shows focus on the near future, involves delivering short-term success or gratification, and places a stronger emphasis on the present than the future. Restraint versus indulgence. Restraint indicates that a society suppresses gratification of needs and regulates it through social norms. Indulgence indicates that a society allows relatively free gratification related to enjoying life and having fun.
Groupware, umbrella term for specialized collaborative software applications. Talent management, system of integrated HR processes for attracting, developing, engaging, and retaining employees who have the knowledge, skills, and abilities to meet current and future business needs. Co-sourcing. Co-sourcing is similar to hiring a consultant or contractor on a continuing basis. With co-sourcing, you obtain an external resource that becomes an integral part of your team, working side by side with your on-site personnel. HR audit. The systematic and comprehensive evaluation of an organization's HR policies, practices, procedures, and strategies to identify needs for improvement and enhancement of the HR function. Have you subscribed to this channel? Please do. Would you like to see more videos like this for free? Then please subscribe and click on the like button. Work to rule. Follow official working rules and hours exactly in order to reduce output and efficiency, especially as a form of industrial action. Intellectual property. Ownership of innovation by an individual or business enterprise includes patented, trademarked, or copyrighted property. Employment at will. Principle of employment in the U.S. that employers have the right to hire, fire, demote, and promote whomever they choose for any reason unless there is a law or contract to the contrary, and that employees have the right to quit a job at any time. Workforce planning. Strategic process by which an organization analyzes its current workforce and determines the steps required to prepare for its future needs.
Hybrid structure. Organizational structure that mixes elements of the functional, product, and geographic structures. For example, matrix structure. Cost-benefit analysis, CBA, approach to determining the financial impact of an organization's activities and programs on profitability, through process of comparing the benefit created against the cost of creating that benefit. Force field analysis, a type of analysis in which factors that can influence an outcome in either a negative or positive manner are listed and then assigned weights to indicate their relative strengths. Cloud computing, the on-demand availability of computer system resources, especially data storage and computing power, without direct active management by the user. Gamification, selective use of game design and game mechanics to drive employee engagement in business scenarios. Workforce management, all activities needed to ensure that the knowledge, skills, abilities, and other characteristics of the workforce meet current and future organizational and individual needs. Ethnocentric model. This occurs when a company follows the strategy of choosing only from the citizens of the home country to work in host countries. These companies believe that the home country is superior and make few adaptations to their products and undertake little research in the international markets. Polycentric model. This occurs when a company adopts the strategy of limiting recruitment to the nationals of the host country, locality. It is based on the belief that locals of the host country know their culture better and should run the business. This means that the head office places little control on the activities in each subsidiary, and each subsidiary develops its unique business and marketing strategies in order to succeed.
Have you subscribed to this channel? Please do. Would you like to see more videos like this for free? Then please subscribe and click on the like button.
Regiocentric model. This is when a company sees similarities and differences in a world region, and designs strategies around regions. For example, an American company, which focuses on countries included in the North American Free Trade Agreement, NAFTA, that is the United States, Canada, and Mexico, has a region-centric orientation. Also, if companies of ASEAN member countries focus only on Southeast Asia, then they are said to have a regiocentric orientation. Geocentric model. When a company adopts the strategy of recruiting the most suitable persons for the positions available, irrespective of their nationalities, it is utilizing a geocentric model. Geocentric companies are truly global players who view the world as a potential market, and seek to utilize this effectively. It displays the think global, act local ideology. It combines ethnocentrism and polycentricism into a worldview that sees similarities and differences in markets and countries, and seeks to create a global strategy that is also responsive to local needs and wants. HR dashboard in pictures.
Geographic structure, organizational structure in which geographic regions define the organizational chart. WILDCAT STRIKE, work stoppages at union contract operations that have not been sanctioned by the union. Secondary action/boycott, attempt by a union to influence an employer by putting pressure on another employer, for example, a supplier. Product structure, organizational structure in which functional departments are grouped under major product divisions.
Joint employment, situation in which an organization shares responsibility and liability for their alternative workers with an alternative staffing supplier, also known as co-employment. Center of Excellence, COE, HR structural alternative established as an independent department that provides expert services within a focused area to internal clients that provides a leading-edge knowledge and competency in that area. Turnover, act of replacing employees leaving an organization, attrition or a loss of employees. Attrition, a gradual voluntary reduction of employees who are not then replaced. Attrition is typically voluntary or natural, such as retirement or resignation, while turnover includes employees who leave of their own volition, and those who are involuntarily terminated or discharged. Hacking, act of deliberately gaining of unauthorized access to data in a system or computer. Restructuring, act of reorganizing the legal, ownership, operational, or other structures of an organization, such as mergers, acquisition, divestitures, etc. Multi-criteria decision analysis, MCDA, decision-making tool in which a team determines critical characteristics of a successful decision. A matrix is used to score each alternative and compare results. Alternative dispute resolution, ADR, umbrella term for the various approaches and techniques, other than litigation, that can be used to resolve a dispute. Examples include arbitration, mediation, conciliation, peer review panel.
Have you subscribed to this channel? Please do. Would you like to see more videos like this for free? Then please subscribe and click on the like button. Conciliation, method of non-binding dispute resolution by which a neutral third party tries to help disputing parties reach a mutually agreeable decision, also called mediation. Arbitration, method of dispute resolution by which disputing parties agree to be bound by the decision of one or more impartial persons to whom they submit their dispute for final determination. Mediation, method of non-binding dispute resolution by which a neutral third party tries to help disputing parties reach a mutually agreeable decision, also called conciliation. Shared Services HR Model, HR structural alternative in which centers with specific areas of expertise develop HR policies in those areas. Each unit can then select what it needs from a menu of these services. When organizational members don't agree on what the goals of the organization are or should be, it is known as A. Instability. B. Goal incongruence. C. Performance ambiguity. D. People orientation. The answer is B. When organizational members don't agree on what the goals of the organization are or should be, it is known as goal incongruence.
SPHR online course. Standardized online course for the PHR and SPHR. SPHR self-study course on teachable.com. The course includes basic, intermediate, and advanced resources designed to enable you earn the PHR and SPHR exams. Check out the link in the description box below.
Have you subscribed to this channel? Please do. Would you like to see more videos like this for free? Then please subscribe and click on the like button.